this computer, and I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm going to share this so that now you can see I'm in I'm in Paint right now. I just grabbed a screenshot of the chart that you had. Okay, so when you do a truth table, the first thing you have to do, let me minimize this. Okay, first thing you have to do is set up a column for each individual letter and put every possible, does have mushrooms in it, and list every possible combination of truth values. So either P and Q are both true, that's the top row here, or the first is true, second is false, or vice versa, or they're both false. Those will be set up for you in the homework in 3.2. And in 3.3 and 3.4, you may have to set them up yourselves. But to construct a truth table, the first thing you have to do is put your drawing a blank here, your connectives in order. So if you look up here, then you use the hierarchy to determine who's first and who's second. Now this one kind of takes care of itself because of the parentheses.
Yeah.
So in this one, we would do this guy first and this guy second. And what that first and second tells you is how you're going to set up your columns. When you set up a column, you set it up around a connective or a negation, whichever one you happen to be looking at a time. In this case, my first column is going to be, and my stylus is kind of chunky, which is why it's not writing too well. But the first column is going to be set up for the conjunction. And whenever you set up a connective, you have to write what's on both sides of it. And in this case, it's just P on the left and Q on the right. So this is what that column would be. The second column would be for the disjunction, the one pointing down. And when I write that down, I would write what's on both sides of it. On the right side of it is the P, but on the left side of that is a parentheses. And anytime you look at a parentheses, you bring its partner and everybody on the inside. But if you'll notice, that's what that last column is already labeled.
Okay, yeah.
So they'll already have the last one labeled for you, but there's a lot between the beginning and the end. Well, not in this one. There's only one between the beginning and the end here.
Okay, so I just fill in the ones that like the middle statements then?
Yes,
Okay,
that's
cool.
exactly what you would call them. Now, but this is just setting up your columns. Your next move is to fill out the columns from left to right. And when you fill out the columns, you're using the rules that I uploaded that file for. And so for every column, you ask yourself two questions. Question number one is, what am I going to do? And question number two is, what am I going to do it to? So for example, the first column is for this. And so the rule for conjunction is true if all T's. That's the shortest version of it. And again, pardon the writing, it's not a very good stylus. So that's what I'm going to do to fill out that first column. But then I have to ask myself, what previous columns am I going to look at? That's where you look on both sides of the connective. I didn't need the P in the Q column. So row by row, you look at those two columns and ask yourself, does it follow the rule? In this case, is it all true? And if it is, I write T. First row, that's all true, so I write T.
Yeah.
Second row, it's not. I will write false in a minute. What I recommend doing is finding all of them that follow the rule first, and that was the only one on top.
Yeah.
Because if you switch back and forth between writing true and false, then you constantly have to shift what you're thinking. So I would recommend finding all of them that follow the rule first, and then go back and fill in the rest. In this case, the rest of them are false. And then you move to the next column and do it again. And remember, every time you do a column, you ask yourself two questions. First question is, what's the rule? The rule is based on the connective that the column was built on. The second column was built on the disjunction, and the rule for disjunction is false if all F's. So that's what I'm going to do. But what you do it to is whatever is on both sides of that connective. So I need the column that represents the content of the parentheses, which is the column I just filled out.
Yeah.
And I need the column that represents P because it's the one right there. So I need this column. Now, as you move down the table, sometimes what will happen is your columns will not be next to each other. And if you're doing this on paper, my advice is to cover up the columns that are in the middle. Since I'm doing it in here, I'm just kind of going to briefly scribble them out. I'm going to unscribble it in just a second.
Yeah.
But filling out these truth tables is really an issue of focus. What am I looking at and what am I doing to them? So I'm going to look at those two columns that are circled in purple, and I'm going to look for the ones that follow the rule. The rule is I write false if it's all Fs. Do you see which rows are all Fs?
All Fs you said?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for false if all Fs. So which rows are all Fs?
The bottom three.
Just the bottom two.
Oh, bottom two, sorry.
Right. This one's not all Fs because it's got a true there.
Sure.
All right. But yes, this is all Fs and this is all Fs. So that follows a rule. So I'm going to write false in the bottom two rows in the column that I'm currently filling.
Okay.
Those are the only ones that follow the rule. So those are the only ones that are false, which means the rest are true. And then it's over.
Oh. Oh, so it's kind of like you just fill them in based off of
The rules.
yeah, wow.
Yeah. Now, honesty check. Did you watch the videos?
What'd you say?
Did you watch the videos?
There's videos?
You did not know that there are videos?
I did not know that.
I'm about to so enlighten you.
That makes sense because I was like, how am I supposed to learn? That makes sense. Where are the videos?
Modules.
Modules?
Let me collapse all these modules and let me go to student view. So it looks
Okay.
this whole course is module driven.
That makes so much sense because I was confused on how I was supposed to learn how to do it.
The getting started module kind
Uh-huh.
of tells you everything.
Okay.
And what I thought it would have said, maybe somewhere I did not actually. Oh, this is going to be really bad if it's not in here, but somewhere in one of these getting started pages, it should have said that the instruction was delivered in videos found in the modules, like homework 3.2. You know, the video that you and I are making right now?
Yes.
I've already made
No way.
tons of videos in Zoom
Oh, okay.
that pretty much do exactly what we just did.
Wow.
So I think you're about to feel a lot better. 1330.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to play the whole
Yeah.
video for
I
you.
think my grades would be better too.
I think so. Shh, be quiet, me. But yeah, it's everything is there. So if you need to go back and pick up some knowledge, I would recommend going through and setting some time aside to watch videos. Now I do put the times on them and they are by topic. I don't have one video for homework. That would be way too long. Like
Yeah.
this section, I have almost 3 hours of videos.
Okay.
But 13 minutes, that one's 14 minutes. And so everything you probably need is there.
Okay. Thank you so much. I don't know how I missed that.
Well, you know what? I bet since you're not the only one that missed it, I bet there are other people who have missed it as well.
They're probably wondering the same thing as me.
Well, I'm going to post an announcement right now saying that thing. Reminder,
To watch the video.
there are instructional videos.
Wow, that's silly of me.
Modules.
Yeah.
It happens. Let's see. Copy link. I know this isn't what you need to be watching right now, but if I don't do it right now, it's not going to get done.
You're good.
And but now when you have free time, and these videos do live on YouTube. You don't have to access them through Canvas. If you just search my name on YouTube, I have no idea. If you search my name on YouTube, and then click on the picture of me with the goat and go to playlists.
Nice.
This goat is actually the goat in the petting area in Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Yes, I went there last week. It was so pretty. I was like, I did not know Animal Kingdom had a petting zoo.
And now you know. Now you know.
I know.
But that is me and the goat. Like I said, we've been to Disney a lot, but if you scroll down, you'll find a playlist. This is Math 1332 full playlist. And so these videos actually live outside of Canvas. They're just linked in Canvas. But this playlist has everything from the very beginning of the very first homework assignment to the very end of the entire class.
Wow, thank you. so
Now,
much.
so if you were trying to do this without watching the instructional videos, I understand the struggle.
It was hard.
But now, because what you'll see is, and you can kind of see me in the corner there,
Yeah.
feedback, you'll see me doing the exact same things that you and I are doing right now, except it's a monologue and not a dialogue because it's
Okay.
so
Yeah.
there you go.
Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate
Well,
you Zooming me
not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
and explaining to me that there are videos.
Well, sometimes, especially when things are hectic, like moving to Florida and working,
Yeah.
sometimes you miss some of the little details and, well,
Yeah.
maybe not so
Major
little
details.
but yeah, it's there for you now. I would say go
Okay.
seek out my daughter for help because she's good at math, but she's never had this class.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
I still can't believe she's here.
I
It's a
know
nice break from home.
it's crazy. And I don't even know if there's anybody else there from TJC. There very well could be.
I mean, actually, there is. I'm one of my friends, Cheyenne. Emily might know her. I don't know. Did Emily go to TJC?
No, she went to Texas State for a year and then North Texas for a year.
Wait, Cheyenne McAllister. Did you have her? She
That name,
was in theater.
that
She's
name
here with me
sounds
now.
that name
Cheyenne
sounds
McAllister.
that name sounds very familiar.
She said she had you at one point. So she's also
Diane
the only TJC person I believe to be here.
McAllister. Let me search my mail. Nope, nothing there.
That's okay.
But because I'm like a dog with the bone. I can't let it go. Let me just search my mail. I forget how to. Yep, there she is right there. I don't know
There
if you
she
can see my
is.
screen right now. Can you see my screen right now?
I can, yes.
Okay, I just searched
That's
my.
her.
Okay, yes, Cheyenne was in one of my classes once upon a time. I don't have any messages from her, but she was in one
But
of my
she
classes.
was here.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I hope you run into Emily. And next time you said she was loading dock. That's a rush.
Docking Bay
Docking
7.
Bay.
It's over by the
Yes,
Millennium Falcon. It's also next to Ronto Wraps.
yes. I
Uh,
think I
It's
ate
kinda works
there.
on both of them,
Yeah.
wherever she's needed.
I'm gonna look for her.
Oh, and the popcorn place? Oh, and the popcorn place over in the little shopping area in Galaxy's Edge. Okay, well, I will let her know that you are there. Uh,
I will be looking for her. Tell her I'll be looking for her.
I will, and, if you'll give me 1 second so you know what she looks like.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you see my Facebook page? Okay. Okay, I'll tell Ashley that here in a second. Can you see my Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay. There she is. Okay, that's a little bit close up.
Okay.
But her Instagram is are you on Instagram?
I am. I'm gonna look it up. What is her username?
What was it, Julie? Her Instagram is dcp.em.
EM.
Short for Emily.
BTP.em.
Yes.
Nice. Wow.
Found her. Okay, cool. You found her. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So Jay, just say, hey, your dad's my teacher. And this is pretty cool. All right. So are you good?
I am. Thank you so much.
Not a problem at all. I'm glad you discovered or found out about the instructional videos. That will make the class a
Me
lot easier.
too.
I'm sorry you thought that I was just leaving you out there to figure it out all on your own. But in a way you are, but I'm there in the form of the videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right. So anything else?
I think for now that's it. If I have any questions, I will email you for
Okay.
sure.
I do have a question. Do you live in a 4x4, 4x2, or 2x2?
4x2. I got very lucky.
Okay. Emily lives in a 4x2 also, but she's in a mixed gender one. So it's two girls and a
Okay.
guy that she lives with. I mean, it's all cool and everything. I'm not worried about it at all. But yeah, cool. She did not want a 2x2.
Yeah, I got very lucky.
Yeah.
No,
So
I did not either. After living at TJC dorms, I wanted my own room.
yeah. Which dorm did you live in?
It was Ornella, so it was very
Oh,
nice.
okay. So the big gigantic dorm. Okay.
Yes, a huge one.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Well, do you have my cell phone number? I'm sure it's somewhere on the Canvas page.
It isn't it on the modules.
I think it's like in the how to contact the professor.
Okay, I'll write that down.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm looking right now. I mean, I could just tell it to you if you just want to write it down, but it's
okay, yes, please.
okay, it's 903
903
445
445
6510.
6510. All
Yes.
right.
And if you go into the getting started module, there's a how to contact the professor page. It's the very first thing it has.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Right. So, but that's the fastest way to reach me. So if you have any questions, you can text me. If you have a homework question, it would be best to send me a picture of the question and a picture of any work you may have already done. That way I'll have more
Okay.
to help you with. So we can communicate by text, or we can set up a Canvas meeting, a Zoom meeting like this. Or we can
Thank you
FaceTime,
so
or we can
much.
FaceTime while you're at work, and I can see Animal Kingdom Vicarious.
Madeline,
No,
goodness.
actually, we are going there over Thanksgiving, and we're also going there over
No
Christmas.
way.
And my wife is flying out there in a couple of weeks. So like I said,
She's what?
we've regularly visited Disney World.
It's wonderful. I would too if I could. I love Disney World.
Do you ever go to the parks on your days off?
I do. I've been here for a month. I have a count of how many times I've been to the parks. Let me see. Not that much, but I went to Hollywood 4 times, Magic Kingdom twice,
Mhm.
Animal Kingdom once, and Epcot 3 times. Animal Kingdom every day, but like my park days
Right,
are,
right.
yeah,
Right, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's an awesome place. There's so much to do. There's even things we've never gone to in any of the mini golf courses. We've never been to the ESPN area. We've never been to any of the water parks.
Or
Uh,
the horseback riding. Apparently they have that.
yeah, it's over on it's
How
at
do you
Fort
do
Wilderness,
that?
probably at Fort Wilderness Campgrounds.
Probably.
Yeah, I imagine that's where they would have horseback riding.
There's a lot. I need to make a bucket list of things to do before I leave here.
Well, if you ever have the time and you meet my daughter and y'all, chat it up and want to visit, whatever, she wants to be a plaid. You know what a plaid is? The guides that rich people hire to take them around the parks.
Oh, the tour
Yeah, I
guides?
think that's what it is.
No way.
She'd
Can you
like
give
to
me
be
a
one of them
tour?
because she knows the parks. I mean, she's a couple of years ago we went and we had a great race where me and my wife and daughter all started at different parks. We had to go to different parks and ride things and meet at the Walton Mickey.
See, that's so fun. I want her to give me a tour. I'm going to actually search for her.
Okay, well,
She's in Hollywood Studios. Yes, that's where Galaxy's Edge is. Okay,
yes,
cool.
yeah, she's there, but it's just I'll let her know that you're my student and I gave you her Instagram
Yes.
because she loves talking about Disney and going to places. She actually met her boyfriend who currently works with her at Galaxy's Edge. So
No way.
the three of
They
y'all can
meet.
go out and have a good time.
Wow, look at that.
It's crazy. Well,
It
Ashley, it's been
is.
it's been a blast, and I hope the videos help you with your future questions. But feel free to reach out to me if you have any other
I
questions.
will.
All
Thank
right,
you so much.
no
Have a great
problem.
rest of your night.
I'm gonna save this video on YouTube, and I'll send the link to you through Canvas.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, have a good day, Ashley.
Bye bye.